Hello, and welcome to the Talbot Talk podcast, a program brought to you by the Hampton Talbot Athletics Department, co-produced by fellow alumni Greg Hillman. On the Talbot Talk podcast, we look to gain insight into the lives of our Hampton community involved within our athletics. I'm your host, Gavin Mayer, acting athletic department administrator and varsity football coach. Joining us today are a couple of our top dogs for the Hampton Talbot varsity football team. Joining us today is running back cornerback Evan McAneny, tight end, defensive end Brody Junker, two seniors looking to make these last couple regular season games meaningful, hoping to push Hampton football to the playoffs. Anyways, welcome Evan and Brody. Pleasure to have you on. I appreciate you guys coming in to talk. I figured it was fitting to bring on a couple senior football players with a high stakes game that we have tonight against one of our longest rivals, the Mars Planets. Now, why don't we start with each of your thoughts on this game and what it means to you before we get into the thick of this interview.
Obviously, this is not a team that we beat very frequently. They've been known to be a lot bigger than us the past couple of years. They're growing as a township, let alone a school, so this would be a huge win for us because it doesn't happen very often.
This game is pretty important because it guarantees a spot in the playoffs, and upsets happen all the time. I know a lot of people are doubting whether we can win this game or not, but look at UCLA and Northwestern against Penn State. Who knows what happens?
Yeah, man, I couldn't agree more. I mean, just for example, the Steelers versus the Bengals yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, we have been rivals with the Mars Planets since I can remember, whenever I played football. You know, we really need this win. I think we can really pull it off. But why don't we move into some more football-specific questions? First, Brody, for someone new to meeting you, why don't you give, let's say, 3 words that describes your game under Friday Night Lights specifically?
Definitely say physical, hardworking, and nonstop going whole game.
I would say that I'm pretty calm, focused, and I try to have a lot of fun.
Now, with the season coming to a close, what was one goal you set for yourself this season, stat and or impact, and why? Go ahead, Evan.
One goal I set is we definitely want to have a winning record this year. That's something that's pretty important to us after 2, 3, and 7 seasons. There were a couple of years there where we were known to have a lot of success in 4A, and we wanted to kind of keep that reputation going again, starting this year. For individual, I mean, I wanted to play a key role for our team and be one of the reasons for our success, along with, the rest of our playmakers. So,
yeah, I agree with what Evan was saying. Definitely want to make playoffs this year. It's a big goal. Bring back a winning culture to Hampton for the future classes.
Speaking of that winning culture and playoffs, Brody, why don't you provide me with your favorite memory from your years playing Hampton football thus far? Maybe it was something of a successful culture in your past playing football with Hampton.
My freshman year was definitely fun because we made playoffs that year and we played Montour first round of the playoffs. It was a really close game and it came down to it was the last drive, and a lot of the seniors showed us how to keep on working hard and working towards these goals. We just watched what they were doing when we were on scout team, and now we're trying to do the same thing this year.
Evan, how about you? Favorite football memory?
Yeah, that freshman year for us was a lot of fun. It definitely showed us the type of competitors we can be. We caught a couple bad breaks the past 2 years with injuries to our key guys, and I think that set us back record-wise, but I think we have a pretty big opportunity to, repeat what we had done in the past.
I definitely think we can shake up the Whitfield tonight and beat the Fighting Mars Planets. On a little bit of a different note, Brody, relating back to your time here at Hampton, your Shaler native father, Brian Junker, joined the coaching staff last year. Why don't you touch a little on what that means to you to have him on the same team you play for and the influence he holds over you?
Going back to that winning culture I was talking about, he definitely showed that at his time with coaching Shaler baseball with 2 Whitfield championships and 2 appearances to the state championship game. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely good to have that on the coaching staff and bringing what he brought to Shaler baseball to us to help us succeed with our future with Hampton.
Yeah, we're glad to have him. I've never seen a special team culture like the one we have right now. It's pretty fun. Now, Evan, why don't you expel a little on who and or what has played great influence regarding your football playing career? Any former and or present coaches, teammates, siblings, or parents to shout out?
Nobody in my family really played football. but they played other sports, and it was kind of just I always just got taught like the motivating factor to be good at what you do and to have fun. So that's kind of my spiel. But
relating to that, I'm a big believer in the phrase iron sharpens iron. Now, as 2 varsity starters and captains, how do you utilize practice time during the week to get yourselves better amongst yourselves or other like teammates you challenge?
Unlike years past, we've kind of pushed for practice to be a little bit more fast-paced and I guess hard-working. We definitely get on the freshmen more to put in more effort on scout team and to kind of give us a look and really help us, prepare for our opponent later in the week. So,
yeah, I definitely agree with the scout team. We need them to act like it's their game against us, so we get the game reps that we are going to see on Friday or close enough to that. And yeah, just make sure everybody's bringing the energy. Energy is important. We're doing that a lot more this year with just trying to be as loud as possible at practice, like try to get people, like the houses around the field, to hear us. And that's definitely changing like the vibe of practice.
Yeah, relating back to practice, as heavy contributors to the Hampton Talbot football team, how do you manage energy as frequent two-way contributors? Any recovery habits you two possess that you believe make a sizable difference?
So before games, I'm always drinking a big cup of pickle juice because I usually have a cramping problem, and that's definitely keeping my energy and make sure I'm able to play through a game the whole time through. Again, just being as loud as possible definitely keeps that energy up and making sure it doesn't dip at all throughout the game. Even in losing games, we still got to be really loud.
Evan, recovery habits?
Yeah, Brody said drinking pickle juice. That's because of salt. Salt's absolutely necessary the day of games for hydration, avoiding cramping, energy. I'd say one of my good recovery habits is, well, I guess I'm speaking for everyone, 99% of people have injuries during the season that they have to play through. So I would say that I definitely try to not limit my reps in practice, but pick and choose the ones that I go all out in and I just go through the motions in to maximize my recovery and be efficient as possible come Friday.
Great answer, Evan. Similarly, what off-field habits actually show up on tape, i.e. nutrition, mobility, time management, etc.?
I would say sleep and hydration, two of the biggest things. Eating a lot of carbs the day of. They don't have to be necessarily good carbs like pasta, but candy, pretzels, anything that gives you a fast burst of energy right before you play. And sleep's big because without, a decent night's sleep, whether you feel like it or not, you're going to perform, less efficiently than you would if you had a good night's sleep. So
now, outside of football, what are you each most proud of right now, and what does representing Hampton in the Talbots mean to each of you?
I would say I'm most proud to be a senior and kind of being in the moment, enjoying this whole fall season of football. It's pretty enjoyable, regardless of how we're doing as a team.
I'm definitely most proud to be in like a leadership position where I'm at now, because all of the captains and seniors on the team have a really big influence on the underclassmen, and we want them to keep on winning games after we leave.
Finally, what are your plans after graduation, and what lessons would you take from Hampton Athletics that you'll carry forward?
Definitely trying to play football in college, somewhere probably like a Division III school. I'm taking a lesson at Hampton. We got to keep our grades up before we are a athlete, like the term student athlete. So definitely keep that going in college. And so when I get out of college, I'll have a good job and then take those lessons from football and put that into that job.
Evan, post-graduation plans?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet whether or not I'm going to, keep diving into athletics in college, whether it's football, track. I'm going to try, but just have to see. One takeaway I definitely have is just trying to be optimistic about a challenge that I have. Like I don't like practicing every day for football. I think it can get, repetitive and boring sometimes, but definitely helpful to just know, like, once I get it over with, I don't even think about it, because like it's really not that difficult, like once I actually think about it.
Evan, Brody, that was good. Let's get you guys out of here to start prepping for the big game tonight. But first, on a lighter note, to finish this interview, I'm going to list a series of rapid-fire questions you must answer in one word or phrase. Brody, you're first. What's a better feeling, scoring a touchdown or breaking up a touchdown on defense?
Scoring a touchdown.
I'd say the same, scoring a touchdown.
Brody, favorite route to run and least favorite?
Favorite's an arrow. Least favorite is a go.
Evan, favorite run concept and least favorite?
I like our inside zone run concept, and my least favorite would be our counter.
Evan, going back to you, glove brand you swear by.
Grip Boost.
Brody?
Nike.
Song that flips the switch pregame. What gets you hyped?
Not a song, but a genre. I like metal.
A song like a stone. Very good to get me hyped.
Post-game snack or meal you can't live without.
I like to drink a 7.5 ounce Dr. Pepper.
I like going to the dive bar and eating the chicken fingers and mac and cheese that we are provided.
Finally, what's one word or phrase coaches would use on your scouting report?
Determined.
Relentless.
Brody, Evan, thank you very much for your time and good luck the remainder of this school year and season. Once again, I'm your host, Gavin Mayer. Until next time on Talbot Talk.